This program is brought to you in association with First National Bank of Botswana. Goal setting is an important part of every aspect of growth. This can be for work, a business, or even the entire economy. When setting goals, a clear map of how to get to the desired end result brings to focus what desirables have to be considered. To do that, one needs the intentional skills that would help make that a reality. Unfortunately, it is not everyone who would possess those skills. This has been attributable to that a majority of people encounter a need to set goals in life when they are adult, when there are now insurmountable stressors, making it difficult to be good with goal setting. It is on that backdrop that it is encouraged for goal setting to be a skill that is taught or learned in childhood. But how can that be done successfully because children just want to play and have very little else to think about? We engage Money Smart Kids Academy founder Otisitswe Tawana-Mazhiba.
Otisitswe, thank you so much for coming on First Issues and affording us your time. We are with you today to talk about goal setting for kids. So how soon should kids learn about setting goals?
Thank you so much. That's a very important one, like you said, goal setting. In terms of how soon, once you have introduced your child to saving, in a way, you also introduce them to goal setting, but in the most basic way. What do I mean by that? What I mean is that what is it that they're saving for is actually the goal. Even though you don't explicitly say that this is the goal, but you are saying, but it's a goal, it's a target. What am I saving for? Whether be it a toy, be it a book that they love, be it I want to gift my friend on their birthday. That's a goal. So you're basically saying when you save, you have to save for something and you have to be specific about it. Once they reach the ages of around 9, 10, 8, 9, 10, you introduce to what we say smart goal setting. Basically, you explain to them that whatever that you are saving for, it has to be clear what is it that you want to save for. The color, you need to know the color of that. And for you to know exactly what you're saving for, you have to have the picture in mind. That is how you're going to be specific. So basically you are saying, you explain to them the smart, what it means to be smart, but in a most simple way. That being specific, you have to know, have a picture in mind, go and see it, go and see the price of what you want to save for. And when we talk about smart, we're talking about S and M. M is for measurable, right? So measurable basically for a child is how much does it cost? Let's say it's a toy. Let's say it's a video game. How much does it cost? So you have to know how much you need to save. Not just saving until you fill up the piggy bank, but at least know that I'm going to need this much. And then attainable and realistic. Can I achieve this? Because you know kids can dream so big. That, okay, I want to save up for a car, but is it realistic? Like, can you achieve this in 2 weeks and 2 months, in 3 months? The answer is no. You get them to understand that that's a dream. It's something that you can achieve maybe 10 years, 20 years later. But right now, let's start from the things that you can achieve now, right? You get them to understand that for you to set a goal, you have to understand what is it that I can achieve right now, or maybe in 6 months or in a year. But allow them to dream. I'm not saying that don't let them dream, but you know how kids are, I can allow them to dream, but also get them to understand that you can dream, there's a short-term goal, and then there's a long-term goal. So with like a car, I have to have many cars, that's a long-term goal, right? You see how you are also integrating the issue of long-term and short-term. And then in terms of the goal have to be time-bound, Meaning that, how long are you going to save this? So once they know how much it costs, right? And they have to know, how much am I getting? For me to arrive there, right? Because when you talk about kids who are 8, 9, 10, right? They're able to make calculations. That's now you start making the calculations together with them so that they understand, oh, for me to get this, I need to wait 2 weeks or 3 months for me to get this video game. And so that you also manage their expectations. After a month, they haven't even saved much and they want the video game already. But then if you've done the calculations first before they start saving, then they'll understand that, okay, I need to wait for a year or I need to wait for 6 months for me to get this. So that's the basic way. You see, it's a basic way of them understanding that I have to wait this long for me to get this. And I need this much. So the other thing is knowing where I'm getting the money. So when we start as the parent who's giving the money, right? Yeah. But as the parent, the other thing is, do I want my child to only understand that the money that they get is free? Or I can make it better. Instead of giving them pocket money every day for free, right? In real life, later in life, it's not like that. No one is going to hand over that paycheck for free. You haven't done anything. So you think of, okay, I want to help my child understand the relationship between work and money. How do I do that? That's where now the concept of making or doing household chores that you can pay them. It's controversial. That one is controversial because there are certain activities in the house that should be a child's responsibility. Remember that you want them to be responsible, to make their bed. Don't pay your child to make a bed, to make their own bed. It's their responsibility. But there are certain household chores that probably you are the ones who you do those household chores most of the time. But get your child to help you, and then you can at least maybe give them a commission or a reward incentive to show them that for you to get money, you have to work for it. And the other thing is entrepreneurship. Get them to start a small business, to understand that for me to earn money, for me to get money, I have to work for it. I can start my own business and earn money. You also get to show your child that they can have different streams of income. So instead of just relying on the free pocket money, there are other ways that they can even increase the money that they're saving for. So basically, they can reach that target or go faster than they thought.
Are these tidbits that you're sharing a one-size-fits-all approach, or should one consider maybe the different personalities of children, their age even, or even their interests?
That's a very important one because kids, they have what we call different stage of development. So a younger child learns differently from a child who's 12 years. And then the other thing, like you're saying, different interests or different way of learning. Some kids are more visual. Some kids are more, they can understand more when it comes to discussions or talking, right? And some kids, they want to be engaged. Rather than having discussions with them, they want to be more engaged. So it's all about understanding how your child learns best. But the concept is the same. How do I introduce my child to goal setting? So the concept is the same. I want them to set goals the smarter way, right? The ones that we talked about, like this, being specific, making sure that you know the cost, making sure that you know how long it takes. So it's all about knowing your child, how they learn best, and trying to channel it more towards how they learn. For example, if they want to be engaged, like to be hands-on, make sure that it's more hands-on. When you do the explanation, you are being more hands-on and showing them and doing the calculations with them more rather than more talking or discussion. That, okay, you know what, my child, you have to be specific about this. You know, you have to know what you want to save up for. You have to calculate. You know, you're just talking, but you're not doing. But your child learns more by doing. They'll forget and they just quit or they just don't want to do it. I don't want to do this, Daddy. I'm tired, Now it becomes like a war now. And you feel like, you know what, maybe my child is not ready. But it's because you didn't take into consideration how they learn. So that's a very important aspect. I mean, it goes beyond even just money. Even at school, how do they learn best? Sometimes you can even ask the teacher. Probably the teacher is more aware of how your child learns best. So that you, even at home, you are able to now use how your teacher is teaching your child.